Well, a very good evening to you on this 4th day of March 2024. Many thanks for making time to be with us. This is trending news here on Lookuptv. Remember, you can watch this bulletin live on our Facebook and YouTube pages at Lookuptv. We begin this bulletin with Matters Health, and doctors have issued a 7-day strike notice beginning next week on Monday. The Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentist Union, that is KMPDU, on Monday staged a peaceful demonstration in Nairobi, protesting, among other things, the shooting of their Secretary General, Daji Atela, by police during a similar demonstration in Nairobi last week.
And campaign for political positions. As healthcare workers, and I speak for all healthcare workers, we will not sit back and watch the healthcare of this nation go down due to incompetencies of a few people. Today is that much. But as a union at KMPDU, we are going to give a strike notice starting today, a 7-day strike notice that will culminate in shutdown from Sunday midnight. Because we've been saddened when we hear the CS saying that since she's incompetent enough to post interns, she will change the rules. Kwani, who is she?
Who is she?
Yani nani?
Who is she?
Yani nani? Nakumicha must work within the law.
To cause. Let me say this. It is actually a revelation by the CS saying, it was a revelation of the CS saying that this was not planned, that it was an accident. How did she know? How did she know? Because police are well trained how to use their tools of work, and it was a clear target. So if the CS indeed can say that this was not an aimed attack, what does she know?
Moving forward, the Law Society of Kenya has today condemned the government for illegal housing levy deductions, terming it as unconstitutional. LSK President Eric Theory, speaking to the press, further called on employees who have suffered these illegal deduction to get in touch with the Law Society and share their salary payslips to apply for refund of the illegally deducted dues.
It has come to our attention that the Kenya Revenue Authority and other government agencies have, despite the declaration of Section 84 as being unconstitutional, have continued to deduct and remit to the Kenya Revenue Authority the housing levy. There is no legal basis to deduct the housing levy. Against the Commissioner General of the Kenya Revenue Authority, as well as against all accounting officers and employers who have unlawfully deducted the housing levy.
We saw the advisory by the Attorney General. In our view, that advisory, although it captures the law, was unnecessary in the sense that everyone understood that once the court made a decision declaring that section to be unconstitutional, unless it was stopped by another court order from implementation, then that section is unconstitutional and has no force of law.
President William Ruto has affirmed the national government's commitment to supporting county governments, stating that resources will continue to be mobilized for this purpose. Speaking at State House in Nairobi during the signing of the county government's additional allocation bill of 29 billion to facilitate the devolved units in fulfilling their mandates and delivering services to the people, Ruto emphasized his dedication to ensuring efficient operations within the counties.
We know there has been an outstanding matter of some counties that did not have appropriate headquarters because they were small and they couldn't raise resources from their shareable revenue to be able to do the county headquarters. The government has now made it possible for us to complete that project because the 450 million that we have now allocated to the 5 counties, that money is sufficient to complete the county headquarters in the 5 counties. Additionally, because we are now moving into the planting season, and God has been gracious to us, we have sufficient rain. There will be resources also to support our fertilizer subsidy program that is going to assist our farmers across the country. And I want to ask our farmers, as the fertilizer is made available, let us use the seeds, the fertilizer that has been made available for us to be able to grow food in our country, because it is the only way we can get rid of the shame of hunger in our nation. I want to congratulate farmers across Kenya. Last year, in their activities, we managed to raise the level of food security in our country. We managed to...
The youth in Kilifi County have challenged the government to support them in business and entrepreneurship by offering incentives and reducing taxes and bureaucracy. Led by Emmanuel Baraka, who is the manager of Noba Digital, an online platform for networking in business, the youth said that the process of opening and running a business in the country was too hectic and expensive for the youth.
I would say for sure there are quite a number of challenges when starting up a company, having to deal with all the processes of the government, the legal processes, you all know them, the taxation, so it gives us the confidence. Even we wonder, what should we do? Should we fear? Most people, even registered business, they're afraid of registering their businesses because they're afraid of the taxation and many other. So
there's a lot that we face as youths, and I also think that the government does a lot, but there's a gap between meeting the two. So the government has so many programs that could benefit us as youth.
Okay, so I think finding market, I would say it goes in different dimensions, because you will get market for your products, but for you to expand, you need a bigger and a wider market, and not only the market that is around you. You need exposure to go outside and all that. And again, I would say as youth, bado hujafika hiyo kiwango yenye you can support yourself even to take your product outside.
Drugs abuse huwa ni kitu kimoja kikubwa sana, lakini mwisho wa siku naamini kupitia mkono wa county ya serikali ya county itafanya juhudi kuhakikisha kwamba vijana wanatambua ndoto zao mapema na kuzipalilia. Mwisho wa siku wataziekezea na itafika muda kama huu hapa.
Tunazi-identify talent hizi, na tunapo-identify tunazinacha ili zikaweze kuleta pesa mfukoni, ili create employment.
The gap that we have right now, we have so many youth that are not in. We have two kinds of youth, the skilled and the unskilled. For those who are skilled, don't have an opportunity to showcase what they have.
Prime Cabinet Secretary and CS for Foreign and Diaspora Affairs Musalia Mudavadi played host to the African Diplomatic Corps this morning at the Radisson Blu in Nairobi for an insightful discourse on the continent's potential and challenges, stressing the urgent need to address conflicts and humanitarian crises facing Africa. Mudavadi also made good use of the platform to urge African diplomats to rally fully behind Kenya's bid for the African Union Commission's top seat, in which former Prime Minister Raila Odinga is fronted to secure the top job.
There we go.
The African continent remains a priority trading platform for us all, as demonstrated by the AfCFTA, with 98% of our countries having already ratified and are on course to implement. The evolving global peace and security problems have compounded the challenges of our time in Africa. Statistically, as of 2023, over 37 million people had been forcefully displaced in Africa. 6 countries accounted for 64% of the forced displacements on the continent. And as at September 2023, 121 million people are facing severe acute food security, in selected countries in Africa. Your Excellencies, as you are aware, the position of the chair of the African Union Commission will take place, the election will take place in February 2025. This is an opportunity for the Eastern Africa region. Kenya has an interest, given her pivotal role in enhancing and sustaining the Pan-African agenda. And in this respect, we will be humbly coming to you soon to seek your support and the support of your countries.
Now, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua held a high-level meeting of leaders on security operators in Laikipia County to strategize on ending the rampant insecurity in the county, which has claimed lives and property. Addressing officers from different sectors in a meeting on Sunday, Gachagua cautioned that security matters are not negotiable and laxity will not be tolerated.
Our men and women in uniform for their commitment and sacrifice in making sure that people of Laikipia are safe. We want 100% security for our people. Even a single life lost is too much for our people. So the new county commissioner and your team, please put your heads together. Commissioner, tafadhali muketi na watu wako. With all the DCCs, they are here. With all the OSPDs, with what we are intelligence, with what we are CID, secure our people. Make sure that they sleep in peace. Make sure that our women do not live in fear of being raped. Make sure that our girls do not live in fear of defilement. Make sure that our men do not sleep outside at night trying to guard their women and children. We'll give you all the support that you need. County Commissioner, please lead from the front and continuously engage these leaders. And I'm sure you will succeed.
Now, people living with disabilities from Bungoma County have received donations from the Red Cross organization in partnership with CBM Global, receiving approximately 221 equipments, including wheelchairs and walking crutches, among other equipments that will help them with their disability. The Minister of Health now says the county has already given 5 workers PWD who are working at the referral hospital.
Leo tumepeana wheelchairs kwa wale ambao wako na shida ya kutembea. Pia tumepeana vifaa vya kuona, tumepeana vifaa vya kusikia, tumepeana vifaa vya kusaidia uti wa mgongo, na tumepeana pia viatu speciali vya wale ambao wako na shida ya miguu kama club foot. Na kwa hivyo nataka kueleza kwamba wale wote ambao wanaenda kunufaika na vifaa hivi waweze kuvitumia kwa njia ambayo ni njema. Tunaenda kule Kopsiro pia kupeana vingine, na pia tunaenda kule Chesikaki ambayo iko katika Mount Elgon sub-county, ili pia wote watafaidika. Na mradi huu utazidi kuendelea kwa sababu washikadau wako hapa na wamesema huu ni mwanzo mpya, na tunaenda kuhakikisha kwamba kila mtu ambaye ana ulemavu amefikiwa. Kama wizara pia tumehakikisha kwamba kila sub-county iko na services za rehabilitative, ambapo tunaenda kufanya screening ya wale ambao kuna ulemavu ili kujua ni nani anastahili kupewa kifaa kipi. Pia tumeweza kuandika madaktari speciali wa occupational therapy wasaidia wale ambao wako na ulemavu kurudi katika hali yao ya kawaida, ili pia waweze kujimudu kwa maisha yao.
Tuko hapa leo kushuhudia mpango ambao umeshirikiana na CBM Global na Kenya Red Cross Bungoma branch. Napenda kumshukuru gavana wetu Ken Lusaka kwa kutumana ujumbe kupitia kwa daktari wa Malwa ili kuja kupeana hivi vifaa kwa watu ambao wana ulemavu. Na kama tunavyojua, ulemavu si mwisho wa kila jambo.
To some sporting action now, and KCB registered a barren draw against Murang'a Seal In the FKF Premier League, round of 23 matches played at the Police Circle Stadium. On the other hand, FC Leopards secured a 2-0 win over Nzoia Sugar at the Nyayo National Stadium, with Shabana FC going down 2-0 against Bandari at the Kenyatta Stadium in Machakos County.
Even though we've lost many chances today, this is a match that we were supposed to win. But unfortunately, we did not utilize our chances. And the game ended up in a draw. But we are thankful for the 1 point. Hopefully, we are going to build up from there. Expectation onwards, we were in a losing string for the last couple of months. But now, after the Mozart game, we are building in the confidence for the players. So hopefully, in the next matches, we are going to get a win.
Safe to say that AFC is the only unbeaten team in the Kenyan Premier League this particular year. And by the way, someone would argue and say that with the results that Shabana FC are posting, you'd easily term them as a low-budget Chelsea FC with a red kit. Now, on that note, we wrap up this particular bulletin. See you again at 9 p.m. And of course, we'll be bringing you subsequent or other detailed stories in our subsequent bulletins. That, of course, includes the strike by the medics or demonstration by the medics who today were on the streets regarding the shooting of their SG, Deji Atela, last week. And of course, like you heard, they've given a 7-day strike notice. And that means that, health will be paralyzed across the country if the government will not